firstly, I should say that for anybody that hasn't done this class before, obviously if you need to rest, rest, and if you need to modify something, then modify something. We start with a bit of a warm-up, then we do some HIIT rounds. So we do 4 rounds of HIIT, and then we finish with a warm down where we get to lay down on the floor. So we start with fascia circles. So find somewhere where you can stand with your feet just slightly wider than hip width. And we start by circling through the ankle of the left leg, really trying to get into the edges of the movement. And once we've circled a few times, we then take that circle in the other direction. Got quite a twisty class for you this morning. Getting our spine moving. Okay, and then moving into the knee. Fascia circles are a great way of getting the body ready for exercise, particularly if you're exercising first thing in the morning. And then take that circle in the other direction. Just wakens up all the layers of connective tissue in the body, ready to get moving. And then going into the hip. And you feel free to hold on to something here if you're feeling like you need a bit of support or extra balance. And then take those circles in the other direction. Excellent. And then bring the left foot down to the floor, we'll do the right leg. So starting with the ankle, really making that circle as big as your joint will allow. And then taking that in the other direction. And then moving into the knee. And then take that the other way. And then coming into the hip. Creaking and cracking all over the place if you're anything like me this morning. And then take those circles in the other direction. Excellent. Then bringing the feet just slightly wider than hips width, circling through the hips, really taking those hips back and bringing them forwards. Bit of a bigger movement through the hips. And then again, take those in the other direction. And then the next one is where your brain has to start thinking. So keeping the hips and the shoulders as still as possible, circling through the ribs. So really taking those ribs forwards and round to the side, round the back, round to the side. Moving as quickly or as slowly as you want to. And then take that rotation in the other direction. Always want to get the brain thinking, trying to move the middle back and the ribs around. And a few circles through the shoulders, really squidging them up to the ears and then scraping the shoulder blades down the back. And then in the other direction, so squeeze the shoulder blades and then roll the shoulders forwards. And moving into the wrists, great big circles with the wrists. And then going in the same direction, make a fist. And then open the hand and take the circles in the other direction. And then make a fist. Just gets the stretch a bit more into your forearms. Then through the elbows. Much quicker on the arms because we can get them both done together. Take them the other way. And then really big circles through the shoulders, really reaching the arms up and back. And if you're Shoulders are really tight. You can always do backstroke. Be careful of those low flying ceilings. And then take them in the other direction. So bring those circles forwards. And again, if the shoulders are really tight, you can always do front crawl here. Excellent. Then bring the arms down to the sides. Just let them relax. Take the left ear towards the left shoulder. And just relax there for a moment. Have a couple of breaths, enjoying the stretch down the side of the neck. And then take the chin down towards the collarbone and scrape that chin all the way around the collarbones at the front of the body till you get to the other shoulder. And then take the ear to the shoulder and enjoy a stretch down the other side of the neck. Really trying to relax the shoulders down. Take the chin back towards the shoulder. Scrape it all the way around the front, back to the starting position. Ear towards the shoulder. We'll do one more in each direction. So take the chin, scrape it around the front, stretch towards the right. Then take the chin back to the collarbone, stretch all the way around the front, and then stretch to the left again. Bringing the head up to center, chin parallel with the floor, twist round towards the left and look over your left shoulder. Then inhale the head back to center, exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center, exhale left. Inhale back to center, exhale right. And then the last stretch in this series, interlace the fingers and take the hands behind the head, placing the curve of the back of the head in your palms. Take your chin down towards the chest and then press the back of the head into the hands as much as you press the hands into the head. Just have a couple of breaths there. And then release that off. I just need to let in a crack of air. I can't take off any clothes. It would be good to see. Okay, so coming towards the front of your mat. A little flow just to make sure that we're really warmed up before we start the HIIT sessions. Inhale the arms up above the head. And then exhale, bend your knees a lot to come all the way down to a forward fold, resting the upper body on the upper legs. Inhale, halfway lift, long back, long neck. And then exhale, fold down, resting that belly on the thighs. Take a step back with the left leg. Take a step back with the right leg into plank. Either stay in plank and come down through chaturanga, or bring your knees to the floor, and then bring your chest and your chin to the floor, and then scoot your way forward into cobra. If you did chaturanga, then do up dog. Exhale back down to the mat, tuck the toes, take the hips back towards the heels, and then press up into down dog. First down dog of the day. So really stretch down through one heel as you bend one leg, and then switch to the other side, stretching the heel down to the ground as he bends the other leg. Really pressing the mat away by pressing the fingertips and the palms into the mat. Taking the chest through towards your thighs so that the back is nice and long. And then come up onto the tiptoes of both feet. Bending the knees a lot to start with. Try and straighten the legs as much as you can. And then gently bring the heels down towards the mat, getting a really long stretch down the backs of the legs. Then looking forward, step the left leg forward, step the right leg forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Big bend in the knees. Then inhale all the way up to the top. And exhale, the hands back to heart center. Other side, inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward, big bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, long back. Exhale, fold the body onto the legs. Take the right leg back this time. Then take the left leg back. Bring the knees, the chest and the chin to the floor, or take the weight forward and come down through chaturanga into your cobra or your up dog. Engage the core, really stretch the chest forwards. Then pushing your way back and up into downward facing dog. Really stretching that chest through towards the thighs. Doesn't matter how bent the legs are, it's more important for the back to be long. Looking forward, step forward with the right leg, step forward with the left leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, big bend in the knees. Inhale all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward, big bend in the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. This time, step back with the left leg, stay on the toes. Nice bend in the front knee, so the knees above the ankle. Inhale the arms up into crescent lunge. We'll move from here doing 3 breaths. Inhaling to really stretch the fingers up towards the ceiling, and then we come forward with the torso as we bring our arms down by the sides as we exhale, trying to keep the legs as still as possible. So inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, come forwards. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring the hands back to the mat. We then step the front foot back to plank. Take your preferred chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. And then coming through into cobra or up dog. Really stretching that chest forwards, getting that stretch down the front of the body. Taking the hips up, come over into your downward facing dog. Float the left leg up, bend at the knee, and do 3 circles through the hip whilst we're in 3-legged dog. Once you've done 3 circles, take those circles in the other direction for 3. And then really open the hip up, stretch the toes over the back of the body to really get into that psoas muscle. Really lovely stretch deep into the body. Then swing that left leg forwards, step the right leg forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Other side, inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time take the right leg back. Staying on the tips of the balls of the foot on the back foot. Knee above the ankle. Inhale, the arms up above the head. Exhale to really find this pose. Make the legs strong. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Pull the belly muscles in so that you feel really stable. Then inhale, stretch up through the fingertips. Exhale as you come forwards. Inhale up. Exhale forwards. Inhale up. Exhale forwards. Inhale up. And then exhale, float the hands down to the mat. Step the front foot back. Take knees, chest, chin, or come down through chaturanga. Then come into your cobra or your up dog. Really stretching that chest forward. Then take the hips up, come over the toes into your downward facing dog. So this time, right leg, float the right leg up, bend at the knee, and do 3 circles through the right hip. And then take those circles in the other direction for 3. Really making them as big as possible. And once you've done your 3, really stretch the toes over towards the back. Really opening up through the hip and the side body, getting a nice big stretch. Then swing that foot forward, stepping the right foot behind the right wrist. Bring the left leg forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Good stuff. Okay, time for our HIIT sessions. Bit of a twisting theme today. Obviously, I want to make sure that you're properly warmed up to start with. You'll be pleased to know that there are no burpees today, but we are starting with a plank challenge. So if you need a little bit of water before we get started on this one, have a little bit of water. The plank challenge will change as we go through the rounds. So if you haven't done this before, we do 8 rounds of 20 seconds exercise, 10 seconds rest. So I've got a little beeper and I'll tell you when it starts and finishes. With the plank challenge, I will give you options as we go through. We do 2 rounds on each challenge. The first round is knee dips. So you can either be in a high plank or a low plank, that's entirely up to you. And all that we do for the first 2 rounds is from our plank, we dip the knees down towards the floor. Okay, so you can do that in high plank or low plank. The second exercise is heel circles. So with heel circles, we take the foot out to the side and then we circle it back around to the back. Step the leg out to the side, circle it around to the back. So we do one on the right leg, one on the left leg. Then we do high-low for 2 rounds. So high plank, low plank. We start in high, we come down to our elbows, we come back up to plank. And then the last one is a challenge, 2 challenge rounds. It's up to you whether you want to do on your knees or in full plank. But if you do it on your knees, we take our knees back. So it's not like we're in tabletop, like we would be doing like cats and cows. We take our knees back, so we do have some weight in our hands as well as our knees. So the last 2 challenge rounds are opposite arm, opposite leg. So you really have to pull the core in, opposite arm, opposite leg. So they're moving planks. If that is too much for you, you can do mountain climbers instead. But I'll talk you through it as and when we go. Excellent. And I'll give you options as we go as well. We love a good thumbs up. So the first 2 rounds are knee dips. You can do them in high plank or in low plank. It's entirely up to you. Those are your choices. So 20 seconds, you've totally got this. Let's go. So dip in one knee, then the other knee. One knee, then the other knee. Keep the tummy muscles engaged because that's going to help you. Really press the floor away, making sure that the shoulders are engaged and you're not sinking through the upper back. Really strong. Keep those knees moving. Stop and rest. That's your first round done already. Just 7 more to go. I love how everybody disappears when it's a floor one. Round 2, let's go. So dipping those knees down towards the mat. Keeping that core pulled in. Keep the breath moving in the body. So loud, noisy exhales. Good stuff. That's 2 done already. So now we have 2 rounds of heel circles. You can do them in high plank or in low plank. If it's too much for you, you can always drop the knee of the one that is not moving. So you take the leg out to the side, circle it back to the middle. Out to the side, circle it back to the middle. Out to the side, circle it back. If it's too much, drop the other knee, circle it back. Step out to the side and rest. You only have to do one of those on that leg, so the next round is the other leg. Again, take your options, low plank or high plank, it's up to you. Let's go, 20 seconds. Step it out, circle it back. Step it out, circle it back. Step it out, circle it back. Keep breathing, keep moving. Drop the opposite knee if you need a bit more support. Keep the belly pulled in, push the floor away, and rest. Excellent. Next 2 rounds, high plank, low plank. You have totally got this. If you need to drop your knees, drop your knees. Otherwise, high plank, down to your elbows, push back up to high plank. Down to your elbows, push back up to high plank. Down to your elbows, push back up. Good stuff, almost there. Keep moving. One more and rest. Well done. One more round of high plank, low plank. It's only 20 seconds. You can totally do this. Let's go. Maybe lead with the other elbow this time. Pushing up, coming down. Keep the core engaged. Keep the breath moving. Good stuff. Remember, you can always put your knees down if you need to. Excellent, and rest. The last 2 rounds, opposite arm, opposite leg. If it's too much to be in high plank, which I think it is for me this morning, bring a knee down. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep it moving. Keep breathing. Good stuff. Last round to go. So enjoy this moment of rest. If you want to ramp it up and you want to do mountain climbers, go for it. Bring those knees out to the side. One side, then the other side. It's only 20 seconds. In fact, it's less than that now. It's only 10 seconds. You're nearly there. Keep moving, keep breathing. Excellent, well done. First round of HIIT done. Come into child's pose. Just let the body have a rest. You can either have your knees together or wide in child's pose, whichever you prefer. And you can have your hands up the front or around by the sides again, whichever you prefer. Just enjoying a few breaths. So whilst you're having a little rest, I will explain the next one. So now we've all done a jumping around one to get everything together. The other exercises, I give you 3 different options. So there's a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. Be kind to yourselves and listen to your bodies. You can do whichever level you want. And if you think that level 1 is too easy, wait until you get to round 4 before you make the decision as to whether level 1 is too easy or not. So the next round is all based on chair. So some people prefer to do their chair with their ankles together. Some prefer to do it with their feet slightly apart. I like to do it with my feet slightly apart, but do whichever suits you best. Level 1, we inhale up, we exhale down to twisted chair. We inhale up, we exhale down to twisted chair on the other side. Okay, so that's level 1. We're inhaling up, exhale, twist. Inhaling up, exhale, twist. Level 2, we don't come up so high, so that's going to make the legs burn more. So level 2, you start in chair, nice big inhale at center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. So that's your level 2 option. Level 4 requires a lot of concentration. I mean, level 3. I skipped a level. Level 3, I can't concentrate and laugh at the same time. We come into figure 4 chair. So we're getting a good stretch through the glute muscle here as well. We inhale, we twist away from the bent leg. We inhale, we twist away from the bent leg. If you're doing level 3, obviously we switch the leg on each round. You can mix it up as you see fit. So, are we ready? Yeah, you guys were born ready. So I'll talk you through again with the cues. So I'm going to start on level 1 for the first round. So get your feet either together or hips width, and then let's go. So inhale, arms up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Make sure the knees are staying in line with one another. Have a little check-in and rest. It's really easy when we twist for the knees to go one or other in front. So just make sure that the knees stay level. Round 2. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Make sure there's some sort of engagement in the arm muscles, so we're moving them with purpose, as opposed to flinging them around. Good stuff, and rest. Okay, if you want to level up to level 2, we just don't lift up so much. So we start in chair, exhale, twist. Inhale, chair, exhale, twist. Inhale, chair, exhale, twist. Inhale, chair, exhale, twist. Moving with the breath. Making those exhales noisy, and rest. Feel free to do whatever you want in the rest. Maybe kick the legs out or just walk from side to side. Okay, let's go, next round. Down we go, twist. Inhaling, exhaling, twist. Making sure you can still see your toes in front of your knees, and that our knees aren't poking too far forward, and rest. Good, halfway already. We're going to do another 2 of those and then have a go at the figure 4 ones. Let's go. Feet are too wide. Keep those bums nice and low. And rest. Good stuff. Actually, that's 3 more rounds to go. 1 more of these. I lost count. Good stuff. Remember, if it's starting to burn, you can always take it back down a level. And rest. 2 more rounds to go. Choosing whichever exercise you want to do. I'm going to have a go at figure 4. So find your figure 4 first. Really get stable and balanced. Then exhale, twist. Inhale back. Exhale, twist. Maybe have a little wobble and a fall over. And rest. Okay, last round, last 20 seconds. If you did the figure 4, switch to the other leg. Find your balance first. Exhale, twist. So moving much more slowly if you're doing the figure 4, because you have to engage a lot more muscles to keep things under control. Excellent stuff, well done, and relax. Okay, so for this, in our rest, we're going to stay in Tadasana, so standing. Just lift your foot up behind you and stretch out through the front of the thigh. So just have a stretch on one side. Really stretching the knee down to try and make the knees level. And then tucking the tailbone under to really feel the stretch down the front of the hip flexor. And then moving that stretch to the other side. Really stretching the knee down and then tucking the tailbone under to get the stretch down the hip flexor. And then you can either carry on stretching out your quads or just have a moment in, dancing, whatever it is you want to do while I explain the next one. Oh yes, and can-cans, obviously the class isn't hard enough. Right, so the next exercise is based around Warrior 3. So level 1, we have our hands on the floor, or if you can't reach the floor, have them on a block or a chair. So we start in Warrior 3, we curtsy the knee to the outside of the other calf, stretch back up to Warrior 3. Curtsy, stretch back up. So you're exhaling on the curtsy, inhaling up. Exhaling curtsy, inhaling up. On all of these, we'll do 4 on one leg, then 4 on the other leg. So level 2, instead of having your hands on the floor, you have your hands at heart center. Really press the hands together so that you have some engagement in the arms, and you curtsy and you stretch it out. You curtsy and you stretch it out. So that's level 2. Level 3 is being really, really mean to yourself. Level 3, you go from warrior, bring the foot forwards and pistol squat as far as you can, and then back up into warrior 3. Coming forwards, pistol squat as far as you can, come back up into warrior 3. With all of these options, you really have to pull the core in and really press the hands either towards one another or into the ground to make sure you've got control. So I'd much rather you went slower and with control than go too fast. Everyone ready? Yes, okay. So coming towards the middle of your mat, so you've got plenty of room. Starting maybe with hands on the floor. First round, let's go. So curtsy it down, inhale it up. Inhale it up. So you want your standing leg, the ankle to be below your hip. So you're not too stretched out. And rest. Good stuff. So round 2, same leg. So you want your ankle below the hip and then curtsy. Yeah, that's it. So if you feel too stretched out, just walk your hands further towards the standing leg. Good. Exhale down, inhale up. Good. This is a great exercise for literally everything, all around the back of the bum muscle and down into the back of the leg. Okay, round 3. So if you want to level up, you can curtsy, warrior 3. Make sure you have a point of focus that you can really stare at to keep your balance and really pull those core muscles in, engaging all the muscles around the tummy and the back. And relax. Good. Last round on this leg. If you want to do the pistol squat, then we come into warrior 3, come up, stretch the foot out, only bend as far as you can. Come up, go back. You can add in a little curtsy if you like. Coming forwards, pistol squat, coming back. Round 4 done, well done. We can move to the other leg. So taking whichever level you want. If we're having hands on the ground, stretch that leg out and then curtsy to this side. Inhale up, exhale curtsy. Inhale up, exhale curtsy. Keeping the breath moving. Exhaling on the curtsy. Inhale, stretch. Excellent. 3 more on this side. You've totally got this. Well done. Keep going. Let's go. So, inhale, stretch the leg. Exhale, curtsy. Doing brilliantly. Keep moving. Keep breathing. Breath will stop too much build-up of lactic acid in the muscles. Really exhale out loud. Excellent. 2 more rounds of 20 seconds. Wiggle however you need to wiggle in your rest. And then let's go. So, curtsy. Inhale. Really get that exhale out. Exhale out all the byproducts of your exercise. Keep moving. Excellent. And rest. I know this is burning, but you've only got 20 seconds more to go. Last round is challenge round. If you want to do the pistol squat, let's do it. Take that leg out the back. Bring it forwards. Really engage the muscles in the legs to pistol squat. Take it back. If you want a cheeky curtsy, have a cheeky curtsy. Up to you, it's your practice. Really pull those muscles in. And you're done. Woohoo! done. That was a tough one. Okay, so for the rest on this one, come down to seated. Taking your feet out in front of you, soles of the feet together. And make sure there's a nice amount of space between the heels and the pelvis bone. And just let those legs flutter like butterfly wings. Just releasing off any tension in those glute muscles after all that work. Yeah, you can have wings as well as you like. I like that extra movement, Nick. Okay, the last round of HIIT is based on boat pose. Again, you have choices. There's 3 different levels. The first level of boat pose, you can do with your hands down or with your hands up, depends on how mean you want to be to yourselves. We have low legs and it's pulses. So that's level 1 is pulses. Level 2, and again, you can use your arms if you need to, but level 2 is high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat. Oh. Remember, we've got 8 of these, so be kind to yourselves. Level 3 is twisted boat. So we start from boat, then we twist. We go back to boat, then we twist the other way. So with this one, you're in boat the whole 20 seconds. So it's really, really strong on the lower belly. If you start to feel your lower back hurting, then go back a level because it means that your core isn't protecting your back. So we need to work on our core muscles first. If you wanted to do the twist, if you like twisty things, but your back is starting to hurt, put the hands down and literally pulse the knees in the twists. Because we want the work to be on our belly, not on our lower back. So those are your choices. Pulses, hands down or hands up. High boat, low boat. It's like a tongue twister. Or you can do twisted boats. 8 rounds. Feel free to mix it if you want to mix it. Let's go. So first ones, pulses. Really pull that lower belly in. Really keep the back protected. You can have your hands down for this one. That's absolutely fine. If you want to be meaner to yourself, you can have your hands up. Or maybe save that for round 2. Keep breathing. Round 1's done. Cross the legs and just fold forward. Just have a rest like that. Round 2, let's go. If you want to keep the hands on the floor, keep the hands on the floor. If you want to take it up, keep the hands up. And pulses. So really squeezing those tummy muscles in, protecting that lower back. And rest. Cross the legs, fold forwards. Just allowing the body to have a moment in its rest. Okay, if you wanted to do high and low boat, you can do high, then low. Pull the tummy muscles in as you come back up. Exhale as you come up. We always exhale on the effort or the twist. Use your hands on your legs if you need to. And rest. That was a hard one. I'm going to do one more of those, then move to twist, I think. So if you're doing high boat, low boat, pull those tummy muscles in. Exhale on the up. And rest. If you feel like you want to stretch instead of folding over, feel free to stretch. Then I'm going to do hands down, twisting pulses. So twist to one side, twist to the other side. Pull the belly muscles in. This is the last round of HIIT, then we get to lay on the floor and recover. Excellent, well done. Just 3 more rounds to go. Okay, let's go. Remember, you can always level down if you're a bit ambitious. Excellent, well done. These pulses are really, really good for the lower belly. We've got 2 more rounds to go, 2 lots of 20 seconds, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna have a go at pulsing twists. Keep breathing, it's really important to keep that breath going. And rest. Well done, only 20 seconds left to go. You've totally got this, it's just temporary. 20 seconds, let's go. Keep those tummies pulled in. Keep the back protected. Keep the breath moving. Keep the legs engaged. If the muscles are engaged, the legs are lighter. Excellent, well done, and relax. Yay, you did it. So, yes. Lay down on the mat. Take the feet as wide as your yoga mat. And then gently roll one knee into the middle and then roll the other knee into the middle. Just the windscreen wipering the legs from one side to the other side. As quickly or as slowly as you feel fit this morning. Maybe really stretching the knee away from the body as you get to the end of the movement. Really takes the move all the way up into the side body. Excellent. And then bringing the feet so that they're parallel once again on the mat. Hips width. Bring the arms down by your sides and just gently lift the hips up into a bridge. Really squeezing the glutes at the top and then rolling the spine all the way back down onto the mat again. Inhale, curl the tailbone up and then the spine bone by bone by bone to the top. And then exhale, curl it all the way back down again. One more bridge lift. So curl that tailbone up and then lift the spine bone by bone by bone. Really squeeze at the top, maybe taking it up the highest you've taken, and then exhale, come all the way back down again. Now take the left foot up towards the ceiling and take the right hand up towards the ceiling. And then stretching through the toes and stretching through the fingers and engaging the muscles in the arm and the leg. Stretch them away from one another until the heel touches the floor and the back of the hand touches the floor. And then completely relax and release both limbs. Letting the foot fall open. This is a great diagonal stretch for the psoas, just helps to center our pelvis at the end of practice. 3 really big deep breaths here. Then bring the arm back down by the side and the foot back to the mat and take the opposite arm and leg up towards the ceiling. Pointing the toes and really stretching through the fingers, engage the muscles in the arm and the leg, and then stretch them away from one another until the heel comes down to the ground and the back of the hand comes down to the ground. Then completely relax and release those limbs, giving a diagonal stretch on the other side. Once again, we'll do 3 deep breaths here. So then bring your arm back down by the side. Bring your foot back to the mat. Stretch the arms straight out from the shoulders. Hug the knees into the tummy. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, roll the knees towards the left, keeping the shoulders grounded on the mat. Inhale the knees back to center. Exhale, take the knees over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, the knees to the right. Inhale through center, one more each side. Exhale, left. Inhale through center. Exhale, right. Then bring the knees back to center, feet down onto the mat. Stretch the legs out long, take the arms down by the sides. So resting into final Savasana. Allow the feet to fall open, legs completely relaxed. Arms down by the sides, shoulders tucked underneath the body. Any pain whatsoever in the lower back, then bring the feet to the mat and allow the knees to roll in. Or if you feel like you need to stretch the hips, take the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out to the side. Just enjoy this moment of stillness on your mat after all the hard work you did in class this morning. And take 10 deep breaths. Just watching the breath flow in and out of the body. And bringing the awareness back to the body, wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe circling the wrists or ankles, rolling the head to one side, rolling it to the other side. And then move your body in whatever way it craves. If it wants to stretch, then stretch. If it wants to twist, then twist. If you want to hug your knees in, hug your knees in. And then when you're ready, roll over onto your side and come up to seated. Well done for making the effort to get up this morning and come and practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope that you're all okay. Make sure you drink lots of water and hopefully I will see you on the mat again soon.